All right, ladies and gentlemen, there is a new mode in Wuthering Waves, and what I wanted to do was experience it all with you firsthand, live on Twitch. Well, you're going to be probably seeing this on YouTube and Instagram. You know how that works. And so with that, I could have been playing this yesterday, you know, and then getting myself acquainted, but I wanted to do a bit of a first impressions with all of you, right? Just get like the raw take, having no experience under my belt, and give some thoughts about, you know, what the game mode is doing well, what it can improve in the future, and we'll have some guide content ready to go for it. Because this to me is like pincer maneuver warriors, right? A game mode where they do a couple of beta tests through the events and then eventually add it to the game permanently. And I do believe that I've seen a lot of great feedback for the game mode already. I do believe that this is going to be a very, very fun experience. So let's just go ahead, get it started. We're going to have to do a bit of a quest, and we're going back to Jinzhou. So let's just go ahead, teleport on over there, and experience a zone that we haven't seen for quite a long time.
First to the treasure.
Oh, no. Oh, no. The Kurobot is dead. He's cooked. He got jumped by a bunch of TDs? I don't care that much. I do believe the event is ready. So let's keep going. Holy moly, moly, moly. All right, so first things first. It looks like on the first day of the event, not everything is ready to go. Let's just go ahead and see over here. We've got a couple of areas. We've got the Lost Thessaleo Falls, Norfall Barrens, 1.0 area, Avenolium. I'm not going to pronounce that because I don't want to be canceled. That's in Renacida. And they're going to have a couple of new areas coming out as well. Mount Firmament, 8 Mire, Whisperwind Haven, also in Renacida, and the Tiger's Maw. When it comes to some of the challenge goals, it looks like we'll be getting a bunch of these. Looks like there's a daily quest involved with this game mode, so do keep that in mind if you want your Matrix crystals, which are used to redeem the event rewards. And you're also going to have all of these different some of these are going to be time locked, but these just look like general achievements. These just look like general achievements that you're going to have to do as you reach stress level 4, which I do believe is maybe like the highest or maybe the second highest level. When it comes to disaster response, yeah, as you complete more and more of those stress levels, I guess you'll just be building them up across all the various stages with a total of 96 possible for all of the rewards. So this looks like an event with a ton of replayability, a lot of different things to do. And if you do reach total stress level 48, you get a special title. And of course, you want to be able to flex that in a game like this. So that's going to be all the challenge rewards. When it comes to the shop, boy, oh boy, this is a very, very good shop. We've got 2 malleable echoes with the new arrow set actually woven into it. So definitely great if you're going to be farming for Arrow Rover or maybe Kachona, as well as Zani over here with that Eternal Radiance. And then we're going to have 200 tuners and a bunch of upgrade materials. So great shop overall. And that's where you're going to be using all of those Matrix crystals that you'll be getting from completing the actual stages and meeting some of those achievements. So great looking shop. Let's give it a stab now with Thessaleo Falls. So what we're going to do over here is adjust the difficulty of the challenge by equipping different stress modules. We're going to see that the stress level can be considered too low if it's only at 2. And let's just see what some of the modules are. Resonators take damage equal to 1% of their max HP every second, and defeating an enemy will heal you for 50%. We got one over here is some enemies will summon reinforcements when their HP is low. You can be building up those stress levels. This basically, I do believe each one you add, it's going to add basically a debuff, potentially a buff as well if it has like green text, and then increase the stress level. Resonators lose HP equal to 20% of their current HP and restore 5 resonance energy after casting their skill. This is actually, I do believe this restore 5 resonance energy should probably be in green, because this is kind of like one of those double-edged swords where you do get a buff, but you also get the debuff as well from, you know, losing your HP. And then dying enemies deal damage to nearby resonators equal to 40% of their max HP. That sounds like really bad, actually. Okay, so the max stress level that I'm seeing over here is that it goes up to 8. These look like they're weaker versions of the one that are in the middle. Maybe they'll have like 3 potential options as well in the future. And they'll be able to like scale the stress modules this way. And so these will be the ones that I'm choosing. I'm going to go for the maximum difficulty, and let's just see how it goes. Challenge goals over here. Clear the port city. Okay, so it's asking you to clear with various stress modules equipped at the same time. And this is going to be a great way to clear out your shop, because I'm seeing 100 matrix crystals over here, and that's going to refresh in 18 hours. So make sure that you're playing and monitoring this event every day if you want to get your rewards as fast as possible. So we did need a minimum of 4 stress levels to even begin this. We're at 8. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. They're also going to be, you can see over here, they're ranked by 1, 2, 3 in the amount of stress levels they add. We don't have any of the 3 category available yet. Maybe when some of the higher difficulty modes release in the future. Let's go ahead, let's confirm them, and let's also, before slotting our team, let's select the one support module we have. Resonator's healing bonus is increased by 100%. When being healed, active resonators take 20% less damage for 8 seconds. And we're recommended to use Electro. I'm not going to do that though. So right off the bat, what you're going to see in team building is that it's heavily suggested that you use this team. You have all of the trial characters at level 90. I do want to see what these guys actually have equipped on them.
Rush. The impatient ones will fall right into our
Okay,
lap.
she's dog shit.
The experiment begins.
Okay, he's also dog shit.
Understood.
Okay, she's terrible. She's not even at 230 ER. And so I do believe that maybe the event is balanced around you being able to clear it with the trial characters, but boy, oh boy, they kind of fucking suck. Maybe that's why a lot of players have been saying it's too easy, because these trial characters are just not good. Let's try out the trial characters right now and see how hard it is at stress level 8. Do keep in mind, you probably do want healing and sustain in this game mode. We're starting off with full energy on all of our units, very similar to the TOA. But yeah, you're gonna want a lot of healing. And characters with shields, you know, your John Jins, all of those, your Yan Wus maybe, they might be a lot more useful than you think. Oh yeah, I am.
Watch and learn.
All right, yeah, Shorekeeper's taking a solid minute. I don't even think she has variation.
Tear them to pieces. Good. You're not getting away. I've had enough.
We're just doing our typical
Get
hyper
lost.
carry rotation over here.
My field of
Variable elimination. Pierce
And
through
let's
the
give them a big
stars.
boom. 91k. Okay, it seems like that explosion the enemies do is delayed, so you do have time. They do 40% of your max HP, but you do have time to like get out of it. And you can dodge the explosion as well. Okay, I'm gonna be real here. I'm doing no damage. Yeah, this might be a little bit rough with the trial characters. I don't feel like my Shorekeeper doesn't even have her liberation yet.
You won't cast me down.
Oh, this is one of the worst experiences I've ever had.
Physical damage detected.
Oh my. This is the trial characters are, what do you mean? They suck.
Zap string. It's our curtain call.
There's no timer?
Elimination.
I guess, but like, wow, these characters
All
suck
shall reveal
ass.
itself.
81k?
Reconfiguration.
On a fully buffed Zhang Liao? I mean, I guess. All right. That wasn't exceedingly difficult, though. And do I just get, like... I guess you could just do this with unbuilt characters, too. Because there's no time limit. You just have to, like, clear everything. And then you stack up all the buffs. But yeah, from what I've seen, it does seem to be relatively easy to do, even with the trial characters. That wasn't a lot of waves. I don't think we were in struggle of like dying at all because of those massive healing bonuses. Now, since we've gotten the experience of using the trial units, let's just use our own. It looks like 6 is the maximum over here. While within certain range of an enemy, resonators lose HP. Quite a lot, actually. 1.2 every half a second. Some enemies will pull resonators towards them. I'm actually okay with that. Yeah, group me to you, buddy boy. And upon hitting an enemy, a lightning strike is summoned to where they hit, dealing damage equal to 20% of the resonator's max HP to themselves. It's triggered every 5 seconds. So it looks like it does damage to them, but also it's at the cost of our HP. So, yeah, not too bad over here. Let's get right on into it, I guess. We confirmed the modules. We got Growing Outburst. Casting a Resonance Liberation increases the Resonator's crit damage by 30%, stacking up to 3 times. Little bit specific towards Carlotta, but at the very least, they give you a Carlotta to use. However, I do want to use my own. We'll see how absurd it is when you bring in your fully built characters, and some of them have sequence nodes. So let's take a look over here. Yeah, you can see my Carlotta's pretty stacked. Let's just make sure my Jeja has equipment as well. Right? That's a little bit annoying. To switch your weapons, I guess you're just gonna have to exit out of the entire fucking menu. Okay.
Astral modulation.
I might have forgotten how to play Jeja. Give me a second here.
Insta-painting. Capture the spark. Watch out! Here comes my compliment. Over.
All right. The enemies are dying too fast. Yeah, I just missed my Carlotta second skill completely. Oh, is that?
It's the way.
Okay, I guess I just didn't even need to put anything on my Jeja. The format is cool, but maybe like these are intentionally designed to not be as difficult. It looks like they have like a disaster trial, which are like harder modes. So maybe that's where like more of the challenge actually is. But for now, yeah, that's really easy. Let's just move on to Avenolium. Let's stack up all these buffs. It looks like this one is focused on Spectral Frazzle and Arrow Erosion. You can build up stacks of like Fusion Burst. You can use Arrow Rover over here. Yeah, a lot of debuffs. High stress level over here. So let's see what this one's all about. Yeah, suggested attributes: Arrow Rover or Spectral Rover and Phoebe. Abnormal Assault. Dealing damage to enemies inflicted with Arrow Erosion and Frazzle increases the Resonator's attack by 15% for 5 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, am I ready to use Peebs. Let's see what we got going on over here.
For everyone.
And
as we head toward our shared future.
Fair enough.
Today will be
I'm just gonna use the Trial Rover.
Worry not. In war with time. Loading.
Swift and resolute. One with the sounds.
Okay, yeah, why am I transforming?
Resonance.
I thought that was like the Morning Ikes that like didn't suck.
Keep it together.
Sentinel protects me.
All right, go, Phoebe. I'm gonna be real here. Multi-wave with Frazzle is like, what if this is...
No hesitation.
Why not give her like the boss enemies? Like what? They don't even have Frazzle on them. Why did that felt like bad? That like felt not good. It's a curious design decision to have the debuff stage also be the multi-wave one, where when the enemies die, well, clearly they're not going to have the debuff on them anymore. And so let's complete the peninsula and get right on into it. Enemies take 50% less damage while above 0. Coordinated attacks release a shockwave. Yeah, this looks like it is meant to be for coordinated attackers. So let's go ahead and see what the buff is over here. Dealing skill damage to enemies with more than 70% increases the Resonator's crit damage by 200% HP or 200% critical. The fuck? Let's use the team that they recommend then. G-Jaw, Verena, and Jancy. Let's see what Jancy can do here. See, this over here, this is what the Spectral Frazzle stage should be like. This, ladies and gentlemen, one enemy with a lot of HP.
Insta-painting. Capture the spark.
This should have been the debuff stage.
Ha! Bask in the sunlight. The fruit of evolution. Together we fight. Take, oh stars, heed my calling. Worry not. Evil be cleansed.
Okay. A big boom of 48. Does my Jinxie have items on her? Like, why is she doing no damage?
Strike is one.
Wait, why am I almost dead, too? Yeah, I guess some of those stress level things were going a little bit crazy there, but as you can see, it's very, very low difficulty, even with the higher stress levels, as long as you're in the easier modes. However, that's only the first part of this event. We've got to get into what I think is going to be the real fun after we've done all of those unlocking stages in Crisis Trial, and that's going to be Disaster Trial. So let's get right on into it. We've only got 2 available for us right now, and let's start with the Port City. It looks like some of these stress levels are going to be unlocked after playing the game once, and so, boy, oh boy, there's a lot to choose from. It seems like the ones that are required for your daily clears or your daily quests will be shown with a special marker, so that makes it a lot easier for you. You don't have to, like, go back and, like, see what quests are required. I think I'm going to have to... Yeah, I'm going to have to pass the Port City to even unlock the second one. And then there are certain prior stages you have to unlock as well in like the regular trials to unlock buffs in the first place. I like what I'm seeing over here. So let's start off by doing a little bit of this. A burning trap when enemies enemies die. Let's get whatever this is. They take damage every second. Let's just stack up as many of these as we can. When it comes to all the buffs that we're going to be having, dying enemies leave a burning trap. Resonators have reduced healing. Some enemies will summon reinforcements. Enemy attack is increased by 30%. A meteorite rains down. Resonators take damage equal to 1%. Resonators lose HP equal to 10% after casting a skill, only once a second. Enemy attack is increased by 15%. And then we have all these different debuffs. This is kind of a lot. We'll be trying to add more and more of these as time goes on, and maybe we'll try to unlock these as well. Holy moly. Let's try it out with the trial team. Let's try this with the trial team and basically every single debuff possible and see how it goes. Use the frazzle buff. Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah, abnormal assault.
Dark forces approach. Growth, life is in everything.
Okay.
The fruit of evolution.
Swift and resolute. The end has come. Bad timing. One with the...
Sentinel protection. Answer me. Purify.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Swift and resolute.
Bask in the sunlight.
The Marina's ER seems to be at least like slightly passable.
Swift and resolute. Moment of resonance. One with the sound.
Sentinel protects me. Judgment time. Together we stand. Crystals, give me strength.
Okay, we got Glizzy Rider over here, the Phantom.
Swift and resolute. Strike from the shadows.
Okay, Marina's taking a minute actually.
Fruit of evolution.
Swift and
I
resolute.
don't know if we have to like
The hour
actually
is
deal with
upon
those
us.
ads.
One with the...
It seems like we don't. It seems like these are just like idle dudes that are just chilling there.
Be my salvation.
I mean, it doesn't seem that bad to me right now, assuming that like, oh, he has a second HP bar. Oh, that's not very cool.
Together we stand. Repent. Ha is
And the
urgent.
damage doesn't seem like insane, but I do believe this is the hologram moveset that we're experiencing right now.
Watch out.
One with the sounds.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Fruit of evolution.
Swift and resolute. I sense your weakness. Moment of resonance.
Yeah, this is like, there are a lot of traps here.
One with the sound.
Sentinel protects me. Judgment time. Ha!
Yeah, Burrito without variation, we're just experiencing firsthand how bad it feels. And yeah, it doesn't feel great. I'll give you that.
Purify.
That wasn't too bad at all. I'm gonna be real. That was actually, that felt kind of easy. Ooh. 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 What is this? Oh, they put Phoebe up on trial for a reason so you can get to see this shit again. Oh, it's like, do they show you like the MVP? Does this mean she was the MVP of the run? Oh, I like that. MVP. Oh, there we go. Shows you all the modules, the challenge duration too, and everything. Okay, that is nice. Only the first slot? Damn, I thought it looked at like the damage contributions. Okay, that would have. So we gave that a stab one time. Now we got to see what it's like when we use all the dailies. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to turn this up to the highest mode because I do believe I have to select 2 to unlock the daily, but we can add even more stress levels. We can go up to 23. We could go up to 24, but we kind of need this one to accomplish all of our dailies. So we're going to be doing that, and we're going to try it again with the trial team.
Strike from the shadows.
Luminous energy.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the daily first.
Swift and resolute. The end has come. One with the
Sentinel protects me. Silence! Bluebird!
All right, we only need to
Be
kill the
my
bosses.
salvation.
They summon ads, but I'm pretty sure you can just straight up annoy them or ignore them. Though they will, I guess, just completely cuck your attacks. Okay, my Phoebe just launched like a bunch of heavy attacks right at the ads. So maybe you do want to take them out because they're kind of annoying as shit.
Fruit of evolution.
They heal if you kill them. Oh,
Swift and
that's
resolute.
actually
No
probably
hesitation.
true. That alone is probably okay.
The hour is
All right,
upon
get
us.
some frazzle on you, bucko.
I sense your weakness. One with the
Sentinel protects me.
All right, we're just getting off all of those attacks. Very nice.
Together we
swift and resolute.
stand. Photosynthesis, the fruit of evolution. Life is an
This Verena is a little bit rough to use, and so do keep in mind, your Verena will probably just be better than this one, because this one kind of
Moment
feels
of
like shit.
resonance.
I'm going to be entirely
One with
real.
the sounds.
Sentinel protects me. Ants shielding others.
I'm kind of just trying to ignore the burning traps right now, because it almost feels like
Doesn't hurt. I'm okay.
doesn't hurt. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that looked like it did hurt.
Together we stand. Shielding others is my
Oh, okay, she's almost cooked.
I can use some fertilizer.
All right, I actually feel like I might need a little bit of extra healing. I may have messed
The
up
hour
there.
is upon us. Keep it together.
This is it kind of is just a lot of shit.
Descent! Bluebird, be my salvation. Cut. Together we stand.
Boom. All right, that'll be it. I would say, yeah, the trial characters are perfectly usable. You might struggle a little bit with them, but yeah, we completed that at level 23. It's basically the same at doing 24, the max that we have right now. I just did one for the dailies. But yeah, that's the team that you have ready to go. And because of that, I'm able to claim my 100 extra matrices, do a lot of that. It's good fun. Honestly, it's, I do wonder though how easy it is going to be. I wonder what this refresh button does. I guess this would just like clear my previous record. Resetting will clear the current challenge and restore support usage attempts. Okay. So I imagine what this means is that you can't use these multiple times. That's what I'm thinking. You can only use it like one time, like one specialized team for each of the trials that we're going to have. Let's see what 24 looks like then with one of our strongest teams. Let's give this a stab.
I shall lead the way. Sacred light. Art unveiled.
Oh, having variation is so nice, man.
The fruit of evolution. Together we fight. Fair, oh stars, heed my calling. Take form. Blessed ends.
Boom.
Into painting. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Strike is one. Take evil be cleansed.
All right, boom.
Into paint. Capture the spark.
Yeah, he's kind of getting cooked.
I can use some fertilizer.
I am. My team is kind of dying, though. Do keep in mind, my supports have very, very low investment.
Thunder guide us.
Like, almost, some could say even too low.
Strike fast. Take full blessed ends.
Oh.
As the sentinel
Oh,
foretold,
he got fucking cooked.
you and I were meant to cross paths.
Oh, he got obliterated. It turns out having 200 extra % critical damage is pretty good. That gives me another achievement for going to stress level 24 in disaster. I do think we should be able to go up to 48 pretty easily. Unfortunately, it is going to require that we do a little bit of grinding. So let's just get that out of the way. Do as many of these as we can at the highest stress levels so that we can unlock the higher leveled ones. I want to see what it's like when you use it against type disadvantage. Close air support. While in midair, if only we had this one unlocked. I guess we're just gonna have to use Operation Treatment. There's nothing else we can really use. Abnormal Assault won't do anything, and Growing Outburst is like... It sucks on this team.
In the limelight!
Who's the caged bird now?
Sever. Loading.
Are there 3 of them?
Together we vanish.
Slash! Climax!
What's even going on?
Terminate. Sever. Astral modulation. Loading.
At the helm!
Together we vanish.
I mean, he's getting cooked. Maybe there's no type disadvantage. Wait, it does feel like he's getting absolutely cooked here.
More passion! Epic shot!
Oh, I didn't mean to go over there.
Careful! Beyond my beloved horizon! Listen carefully!
Together we vanish.
Let the flames
Yeah, it looks like he just got
rise!
obliterated. Maybe the enemies don't have, like,
I am
type
here
disadvantage.
to hunt for every laugh. Brent, at your
Maybe they
service.
don't need any sort of, like,
Pleasure to
type
make your
disadvantage
acquaintance.
because I just fucking destroyed him with this team. Like, it looked like he wasn't taking any reduced damage at all. I do believe the only reason why they're recommending an attribute, at least at this point from what I saw, the only reason why they recommend an attribute over here is based off of this buff. Because clearly Carlotta's the best unit to use this buff because it's based off of casting your Resonance Liberation multiple times. And Carlotta's the unit that's recommended. So I don't think that there's any actual like attribute typing. I think you can use whoever you want because I felt like I was doing like full damage. All right, let's try it out at max buffs then. We're gonna have a stress level 24. Let's just see what happens. They have immunity.
In flame.
A little mishap.
Wait, these guys are kind of an issue. What is going on? I'm actually doing no damage.
Mind's eye.
Leave it to me. Loading.
Epic shot.
Holy I'm doing nothing, boys. Clearly, there's some mechanic that I'm not paying attention to because, yeah, I'm doing absolutely no damage. Now that they're parryable, they're taking massive damage for sure.
Let the flames rise.
11k anchor is crazy cooked. Absolutely, yeah. Okay, yeah, these guys should be done after this.
Guests of the unkind.
Yeah, I guess we just got a restart. Yeah, his bar's not going down. And he takes like 200 damage. Look at the damage he's taking. Enemies take 90% less damage while above 0 vibration strength. Coordinated attacks release a shockwave upon hit. That seems kind of important. And I don't think it's supposed to be limited to parries. I really do think it being limited to parries has to be like a fucking bug.
Astral modulation.
I'm not joking. I'm pretty sure it being limited to parries is just a bug. They're probably gonna fix that shit.
Epic shot.
Because there's no way this is the intended way for it to work. This is corny as fuck. I think while this guy is bugged, we're gonna have to call it quits there. I'll just clear it with the Carlotta team for fun, and then I'll show you afterwards what these coordinated attacks aren't doing.
Witness the art's true form. My compliments. Running won't save you. You will yield. The world is mine. Masterpiece complete. recognize me. Perish.
Like, I'll one-shot it right here. I'll one-shot it right here because I'm using the Carlotta team.
Dimly loaded.
And then you guys will see exactly what I'm talking about. So we broke it fast because of the coordinated attacks, and now my Carlotta's just gonna absolutely nuke it. And so I don't have to worry about the second bar, right? If it dies this fast, I don't have to worry about the second bar. So yeah, super
Fate
fast
has
clear
led you
because
to me.
we are using Carlotta and we got all those bonuses. Now let me show you what the bug actually
considering
looks
the
like.
terms-
Because Chad is just like,
Well, just use coordinated attacks. They'll somehow penetrate through the immunity that the boss has.
Art unveiled. I'm so
oh,
tired.
look. Oh, dearie me. It looks like none of the fucking, looks like nothing's doing anything. Looks like nothing's doing anything, guys. Oh, but, look, I thought coordinated attacks were supposed to do
My
stuff.
compliments.
Oh, look, it's fucking immune. You fucking idiots. So yes, the boss is completely bugged in that when it spawns mobs and reaches the second phase, it literally will not take any damage to its vibration strength, regardless of whether or not you have coordinated attacks. Do keep that in mind. They're probably going to rush out an update for it soon. If it is already there when this video launches, then ignore all of this. But yeah, overall, aside from that disaster that I just experienced, I do have to say that this is actually a lot of fun. These enemies have some very, very unique buffs that are being applied to them. A lot of like unique status effects and conditions. And I'm personally having a great time being able to like pick and choose what to put in and then being able to stack up these stress levels super high. Aside from, you know, obviously like the huge bug that we had with the Dragon of Dirge, it was a great time for me personally. And I like how they're able to really emphasize using certain members of the roster potentially more than others, like, you know, having a coordinated attack thing over here, having all of these like damage over time effects that really support having a healer, but then still letting you, you know, like heal if you like kill some of the enemies. There's a lot of creativity here, and it's a solid good time. That's gonna be my first stab at the endgame mode. That's gonna be my first stab at everything that we have available. We'll be probably making a full guide to getting the highest clears possible once all of the stages unlock in about a day and 15 hours. But for now, glowing reviews from me. The Crisis Trials are very, very low difficulty, but I mean, that's just how you unlock the modules in the first place. And the Disaster Trials, from what we've seen, they can get a little bit sticky a little bit quickly. So yeah, that's what we got going on over here. I'd rate this probably as the best endgame that we have right now. There's a ton of replayability in there, a decent level of difficulty on the bosses. I just kind of want there to be even more stress modifiers to make these even harder and harder in the future. UI looks great as well. And of course, the shop is pretty loaded and with a ton of, I'm just gonna pick this up. Boom, plus 200. Being able to clear all this on the first day, you can basically buy out the shop of like everything important you're gonna need. Let me know what you all think about the update. Let me know what you all think about this new endgame. I think it's a complete home run. Well done by Kuro Games. An awesome time. Peace out.